So this match is obviously one-sided, I would say. Morrigan being probably one of the best AIs taking part in the Davis Cup 6. Binary is known to be way better than Ternary, of course, and it plays decent, but it's definitely not competitive enough to face the strongest AIs. But anyway, it's always very funny to watch Binary playing. So here we go. Okay, sorry, I've got Capture Rage now. I was kind of lost with my many screens. So let me check who were their previous enemies. This is group F. So the Morrigan defeated PTG Best Strategy 2-0, and Binary won against Infamous Celtica 2-1. And the winner between Morrigan and Binary will play the winner between Thermopylae and Miggins. So let's say that this is already the semi-final, and of course the loser will go to the loser bracket. Well, Ternary is really buggy, while Binary plays way smarter. The weakness of Binary, I would say, is when it tries to build forward castles, it can lose his wall villagers. It's kind of passive in early game, it tends to be stronger in late games. And definitely if I had to restart the tournament, I think that I wouldn't add Ternary to the Davis Cup 6, just because it's really too buggy. Even more than Junior when it played its first round. So it looks like Binary is gonna attempt the fast castle. It's actually keeping its world resources. It didn't train any military population, which makes Binary really vulnerable in the early game. Let's see if the Morrigan can take any advantage from this. I guess it will. Fortunately, Binary does have 3 lumber camps, but we should see some villagers dying from this first assault. Okay, we've got eventually some spearmen from Binary. And from what I know, Binary tends to adapt its strategy regarding what the opponent does. So we eventually shouldn't see such a fast castle. We should see some units more. Maybe. Oh well, no, it looks like it's keeping the food. Yep, okay, we've got a fast castle eventually. Well, a fast castle in almost 22 minutes. And Morrigan side, we've got already a lot of farms. And 1 barrack only. And scale mail was researched. Well, look at the kill ratio. Already 34 kill for blue, that's a lot. And blue has 3 times more population than its opponent. 26 minutes to research Castle Age is quite a good time regarding the so many units trained. Oh, okay, we've got a second barracks I didn't notice. A third barrack under construction. Okay, so I think that I can already give the victory to Morrigan. The TC will never be built. And Binary doesn't have any resign rule actually. Oh, okay, we've got the Scorpions added to the munitions. GG. Let's go for the 4v4 now. I don't know if you guys already tested Morrigan against Panda Tuto, but it definitely should be a funny game to watch. Full of men-at-arms. Hello William, nice to see you. Well, you missed already a bunch of games. We finished the winner bracket round 1 and we just started the second round with Junior, which lost against the Levo Regiment, and we are playing the second match, which is, regarding the first game, pretty one-sided. Okay, what I want to see is Binary as Pocket doing something right here. At least Morrigan should win, but I want to see a good fight. Here we go. So William, if you are here tomorrow, I'm gonna cast few games more, so if you want we can go for Grasshopper. We already plan to cast Alpha before against Games God, but your AI could be for our second match. Let me check who is the opponent of your AI. Grasshopper against Demon. Well, that definitely can be interesting. Okay, let me play already that match. So we would have Grasshopper against Demon. So as I said in the Discord, I'm gonna host many games which won't be casted or even streamed. I will just send the recorded games just to make the tournament boosted, because we've got a lot of games, and I'm pretty sure that many of them won't be so much interesting for you. But feel free to download the recorded games I will send if you want to watch those games. Okay, the harassment is already starting. Oh, Gray and Teal attack the same guy. I don't know if Gray did find Red. If it looks to be not the case, let me check. Well, at least this double rush is working against yellow. And it can give the opportunity for red to be able to research Castle Edge without any trouble. Well, yellow already does have 10 less villagers than Italy. Well, that's a pretty decent rush. I'm curious to see if yellow is gonna be focused by the whole Morrigan's team. Yep, Pinfight Blue is stinging Italy, that's great. So orange has the pocket that does have archers, rams, spearmen, and it's almost the same army composition for purple. Oh, okay, we've got a minotaur, a ram, a bunch of spearmen. And that's turning critical for yellow now. We eventually managed to research Castle Age, but it is against Road Raiders, Scorpions, and Grey is massing Scorpions too. Helped in this by Blue, which is keeping slinging. Well, at least Binary knows how to counter Scorpions. Okay, so that's the moment chosen by Grey to start its attack against Red. Red, which was booming peacefully. It does have actually 5 units, which might be inside of the barrack. Okay, we've got spearmen and archers. And at least Red is keeping training units, but definitely nothing good against the Scorpions. Yellow managed to survive. Let me go to the Gaia's point of view. Okay, we've got heavy Scorpions from Grey. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see Orange in Imperial Age. Let's see if Binary tends to be stronger in late game. I'm not convinced by the units actually trained. We've got the Spanish men-at-arms plus pikemen plus the Spanish archer. Okay, so red is out of the game. And both of the pockets are actually rust. There is a nice coordination between teal and green. Blue is keeping slinging its allies. What I liked with Miggins, which tends to sling in 4v4, is the fact that the slinger stops slinging at some point and joins the battle, making Miggins pretty intelligent in that strategy. But I think that we've got actually 3 TC plus 1 castle being built, so I guess that Morrigan is actually switching its strategy for a boom plus Imperial Age. Yeah, the poor Mongodai couldn't do anything against the Scorpions, of course. At least Mongodais are not bad against Rams, but it's definitely not working against the Scorpions. So it was expected anyway. Morrigan is reaching the final of the winner bracket, Group F. I can already update the score. Well, Orange managed to have 63 military population, but I don't see them at this point. I think they all are garrisoned, actually. You've got hand cannoneers, skirmishers, halberdiers, 2 armed swordmen, and that's it. But I'm scared that Orange don't wanna use them. Well, definitely Binary suffer from its military composition in this match. But besides this, the good point is Binary isn't eliminated, it will join the loser bracket. And that way it will face something less, not that strong compared to Morrigan. Well, that's interesting. Binary will play against the winner between Boss and Million in the loser bracket. So let's say that it won't be that easy for Binary. We can have a pretty interesting match. I think that Boss should win against Million. Boss against Million being probably one of the most interesting match in the loser bracket round 1. So I think that it's done. For some reason Yellow is the survivor of its team after having been almost killed in the early game, taken 1 against 2. Okay, so let me give it a hand. Let's check the statistic. And as expected, the Slinger joined the battle and in the late game. Okay, so congratulations Kimberly and Cheese and Toast with the Morrigan